Back again, my beautiful people. Pleasant good day to you lot. Yes, people, having some issue uploading my video onto YouTube. Last two videos I tried to put out yesterday and the day before. It just keep on saying loading, and I just get fed up and delete them. But hopefully this one will go through. Yes, people were here. The news, everybody hear the news. I'm a bit late with it, but better been late than never. That Mikel has signed for Arsenal. As I said to you in the last couple of days over the weekend, that he was in London, he was doing his medical. We know that as a signing was going to happen. He wanted to join the club. And same like Calafuri, he want to come to Arsenal. We are a big club. I don't think it's because of anybody, it's just Arsenal. You know, a lot of people want to play for Arsenal. So yes, Mikel has signed for Arsenal and he's an Arsenal player. The signing take place in time for him to be on the bench with the game against Brighton coming up on Saturday. Maybe he won't be at the bench. Maybe he will be revealed to us before kickoff. More likely that will happen. Maybe Mikel Arteta will put him on the bench. You never know, but he's ready, up and ready, and he can play. So, like I said, maybe that don't happen, but yes. So that's a third signing for Arsenal this season, and it has been 3 very good signing, and it improved. That's the main thing that I like to see, that the team has improved with these players. And like I said, back and forth with me and Robbie over the past couple of years, I'll keep on telling him that the bench is not good enough. And if I may say, this is one of the reasons why I believe that Arsenal could not win the Premier League. And the main reason is that we only have a starting 11. We only have 12 man, basically 12. Putting Leonardo Trossard in it because he's pushing Martinelli all the way. You know, it is a 50-50. Any one of them could play at any given game day. So that's the 12 people that we have, 12 players that we have. And he's still there, and I would say, yes, make it 13 because he's still there. Ramsdale is there, and you know that he's not a step down. I don't believe, nobody really believes that he's a step down from David Raya at the very present moment. We know that Raya has been spectacular. He's making a lot of save, keeping Arsenal, keeping clean sheets. He's a 2 clean sheets, I think. Maybe he's the only goalkeeper right now in the Premier League, possibly being that of clean sheet. I figure more than less. So I know goal scorer against Man U. I know Liverpool. Hold on. Liverpool, I don't even remember Liverpool's score, but maybe Liverpool, but if not, then he's the only one with 2 clean sheets at the very present moment, as we know that he won the Golden Globes last season for the most clean sheets. So that's something, again, that we have to look at. And like I said, Ramsdale is not really a step down from him. And when you look at Arsenal bench right now, and I'm getting a little bit excited because there's things could happen before now and the next 4 days before the, next 3 days before the transfer window closes. Because you know the transfer window closes at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock on Friday. And things can happen. We are in for a couple of players. One of them, I believe, is definitely a no-no. One of them, it possibly could be, and I will let you know more about that one. So, like I said, the squad is looking really good. I like how place is up for grab now. Mikel coming in now. I know that Partey game is on the line. Because if Partey get a knock, he have to get back in shape as quick as possible. He have to go out there every single match day and put in a 8 or a 9 or nothing below a 7. Because Mourinho is there, he's here, and that's what we like to see. We like to see competition. This is what Man City have. And I say it all the time. Man City have 2 starting 11, can start in any situation, any game. It could be a final. Pep can use both starting 11 and don't really have to worry. This is what we need. We need to have people like Trossard. We need to have our next 11 Trossard who don't want to stay on the bench, want to start. And back then, we used to have bench player, and we don't need bench player. We don't need player to be bench. We need 2 starting 11. Now, I have to give credit where credit due. Mikel Arteta looking like him turning that corner. As I said, the Calafuri signing, the Raya signing, and now we're having Mikel Merino coming in. That is 3 good players. We know them, 2 of them going to be on the bench. Calafuri going to be on the bench. Mikel Merino going to be on the bench. He's not definitely a starter for Arsenal because of Mikel Arteta would more likely use Thomas Partey over him. But as we know, Thomas Partey is injury prone, and Jorginho cannot play a lot of game, and sometimes Jorginho cannot slow it up. Merino is more like a Declan Rice player. Both of them can play the same position. You understand? They can. Merino can drop deep, and he can play as a 6. He can play as a 7, and he can play as a 8. Yeah, I know people have been talking about his passing accuracy is not that really brilliant. If you look at many similar player who passing accuracy is more better than him, but nonetheless, that we get a very, very good signing, and that's what we like to see. No, I don't have to be worried. God forbid, don't want it to happen if the likes of Declan Rice get a knock. We don't have to sit there biting our fingernail thinking, you know what, we're going to have Partey and Jorginho in the midfield where the 2 of them don't have pace. We don't have to be worried, and that's what we want to see. Just like on the left-hand side, we don't have to worry about the left wingers, because we know Trossard and Martinelli is there. Now, there's one player that we want to talk about. Which one first should I jump on? Let's jump on Darwin Nunes first. Darwin Nunes. There's speculation out there that Arsenal is in for Nunez. He can play right across the front 3. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. He can play as a 9. He's that good. And we know that he's not scoring. But as we see, Mikel Arteta go for Kyle Havertz, who wasn't scoring at Chelsea, playing a lot of games. The last goal he scored for Chelsea was in the Champions League, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. But Nunez is kind of similar. His finish is not up there. His finishing is what holding him back. Now, we were in for him already in 2022. Mikel Arteta was looking at him with Benfica, but the price that Benfica want for him, Mikel Arteta didn't really see him as that big name player to spend that much. I think Liverpool pay, they pay 85 million with odds on, I believe, for him. At the time, he was like 22. And I think him scored 31, 30. Yeah, I think him scored about 31, 34 goal for Benfica in our competition. So he was scoring. Nonetheless, the Portugal league is not that strong, but he was doing his thing. And as you know, that he's a South American player. Those type of player doesn't really come cheap, and when they're good, they're that good. So that's what we know about South American. But I don't see this signing possible. I just can't see it possible. The reason being, he signed a 6-year deal with Liverpool. He's 24 years old. He's going into his 3rd year now. Liverpool pay 85 million for him. There's no chance that Arsenal are going to get Nunez for less than 85 million. No chance. Liverpool don't have to sell him. He's their main striker at the moment. Liverpool is not a smart club. Liverpool is not a pushover. And Liverpool is the type of club where they wait to buy. They don't just jump and buy. That's how they do their thing. They wait to buy. They can sell him. Don't get me wrong. No player is unsold, or no player is beyond sell. But people believe, look into this. If Liverpool pay 85 million for him 2 years ago, do you believe that Liverpool gonna, and it's not like like I said, his finishing is not there. He will get 10 chances and he will lick the post 5 out of 10, and then he will score maybe 1 out of 10 at the moment. He just want to hold and fine tune up, like give him that fine tune him. The finishing, that's all he need, the finishing. And he's a dangerous player. He's annoying. He's one of them players that every club would don't want to. I just can't see it happen. I just can't see where Liverpool gonna sell their striker and then go ahead and with 3 days leaving the transfer window and what they're gonna do. So the Nunez deal, people, take my word for it. You know, when I come and tell you anything, it's always be on point. That not gonna happen. Now, the deal that I'm more likely think that will happen, and the deal that I would rather happen, if I'm being honest, I would like to see Nico Williams to Arsenal. I know Atletico Bilbao is in him have a buyout clause. I think it's €50 million or £50 million. Arsenal can trigger that. If we go ahead and sell the deal done in time with Eddie and Ketia to Crystal Palace, and that's 30 million. If we're gonna get all of the 30 million coming, whatever, it's 20 more. He can play on the left, he can play on the right. You see in the big game then for Spain, the game against England, the game against Germany, he did not shy away. He's scary. The pace that him have is very, very... He more likely like to play on the left. But we have that sorted out kind of already. Because we have the likes of Trossard and Martinelli there. But he can play on the right because, as you see in the final against England, he was interchanging left and right. He was both over there. He can play there. And it will just give Saka something as you think about that. You cannot be messing about no time at all. Even though Saka is not the type of player to mess about. We know that. We know that. I'm not even going to go there to my dog. That's my dog there, Saka. But we need competition. We don't need players to sit on the bench. We need players who want to start. Player who think that when Mikel Arteta look behind him, yeah, he's scared to look behind him because guess what? The starting 11 on the pitch, when he look behind him, they are saying to him, I should be starting. So he don't even want to make eye contact. Do you realize that a thing that Pep do, and people always see Pep do kind of thing like Pep is biting him fingernail because him got 2 starting 11 and everybody want to play. Everybody's up and ready. Everybody can, any one of them can just start. So when Pep see things is not going right, when things is going right, it doesn't look back because players on the bench want to come on. And you're saying to them like, I can't put on everybody's playing good. You understand? So this is what we want at Arsenal. We need Mikel Arteta to start biting him fingernail as well. And there and then we can win the Premier League. Because if we go and get Nico Williams make that our 4th signing. Remember, we get Calafuri come in who can play on the left. If Gabriel get a knock, he can come in. We have Kibiok who can come in and play there. So in defense, we won't be worried that much in defense. We're kind of solid in a way. We're not 100% watertight solid, but we can say Calafru is not a pushover. He can hold his own. You see him when play for Italy, he can play. So that position there is kind of okay. We are fine, not okay. It's more than okay. We're good there. We're good. Yeah. Midfield, like I said, we see Mourinho come in. No, Declan Rice position is in at any moment. Like I said, he can play the same position as Declan Rice. Thomas Partey gonna be in problem. So if Thomas Partey doesn't start, the next game in training, the following day in training, him gonna push for start because he doesn't want to stay on the bench. That's the type of player that we need in the club. We need players that want to start, just like Trossard. You see that celebration. You see the celebration. It is saying something. Mikel Arteta come out and say it. The celebration states that he wants to start. So it's not like he's just making that celebration. Even when they was pushing him, come on, do your trademark. He didn't even do it until later down, maybe a minute after he scored. He wants to start. That's the type of player we need. That's the type of player who go out there and win you title. So Nico Williams, 50 million to trigger the contract. Come on, Arsenal. Give us our dream day on Friday. We hear that because Benfica over there in Liga, Benfica is not really a big club for Arsenal. For Arsenal cannot go there and bully them. We can go there and do that. Nico, will he come to Arsenal? Definitely Nico Williams will come to Arsenal. The problem is that he's not going to go straight in the team. But if Mikel Arteta can keep everybody happy, because we've got a lot of competition to play, we've got 2 more games in the Champions League to play. He have to be managed right. Manage every player, just like you see at City. Everybody's been rotating and managing properly. Nobody want to leave City because they're winning. That's what we need at Arsenal. We need that breath of fresh air. We need 22, 26 players who are ready to play, ready to start. That is what we need. And that is what win competition. So when people hear I'm licking out against Mikel Arteta, like, come on. Is it wrong for me to want the best for my club? Is it wrong for me to say, no, I'm putting on pressure on the manager? Yes, he's not listening to me. Who is me for Mikel Arteta to listen to? Who is me for the club to listen to? But I just don't believe that the club have that much ambition and willing enough to want to win title, because Mikel Arteta putting pressure on himself alone for me is not enough. I need the club to say, listen, we need title. There's a lot of Arsenal fans out there, supporters out there, saying the same thing in the back of their head, but they're just not saying it out loud. I am the one who's saying it out loud. Like, I need title. I don't care what you want to tell me. Oh, we win game, we winning game, we winning game. But at the end of the season, are we winning any title? And that's what I'm talking about. So when we have this strong bench, when we have 22 players who ready to start, then there's no way that we're going to lose the Premier League. Even if we don't sign a striker in the summer, we can go back January. We can go back January and get a striker. But for now, like I said, if you ask me a striker or Nico, I would more likely go with Nico Williams, because we need that place. We need that strength in depth. We need it. We definitely need it. Like, yes, a striker is definitely needed, but to get Nico Williams, because he's out there, every club wants him. So if we can go and trigger the contract now and get him in this and lock him down, then come on, why not? So that's why I would say trigger that 50 million contract, get him in the club, lock him down for another 6-year deal, and then we move on. Then we move on to a striker. And then we move on to somebody to push Odegaard. Because that's the next position that we don't have nobody pushing that player. He's our captain. But yes, there at times last season we see Odegaard lost. We see him go missing in game. And that's no lie. So a next player to come in to push Odegaard, like I said, we don't need to buy player who want to come to Arsenal to sit on the bench. We don't need those type of player. We don't want those type of player. We need player who's going to push to start. We need player who's up and ready to start. Because at any minute, Carrefour ready to start. At any minute, Moreno ready to start. Yeah, that's the type of player. And if we get Nico Williams, it's the same thing. David Raya, he's starting. It's the same thing. And then when you look on the bench will be much stronger. And I'm telling you without a doubt, we will win trophy. We definitely will win trophy, people. So that's what we're pushing for. Like I said, Mikel Moreno signed. That's very good. 3-player sign now. 3 quality player was signed. Even though I have David Raya from last season, come like he's not a new signing, but yes, he was on loan, and we trigger the contract to the clause to sign him permanent, and that's what we do. Another Spaniard, so we're going to have what is that 2 Spaniard in the club now that Mikel Arteta bringing. So people, like I said, it's looking really good, and for me, I need a strong bench. I need 2 starting 11 that can go on the pitch any minute, any second. And that's what I'm pushing for. And that's why I am always going to go out there, AFTV and my channel. I'm going to say what I think is right and what I think is best for the club. It's for we to get the 2 starting 11. Definitely that's what we want. So people, like I said, one more signing comes through the window. The transfer window close on Friday. That's what, 2.5 days time. So if we could get Nico, trigger that contract, get Nico Williams over the line, I would be ecstatic, people, and it will be a fantastic signing. And then we could have up front, we could have place for, you know, competition is very strong. Saka, Nico there, Martinelli, Chassard there, now William Saliba. We have Calafuri there, he will play on the left more likely. And we'll have Kibio coming in as well. So we're looking good, people. We're looking good. And there's no need for we not to win no trophy this season, next year. Because there's no trophy going to win 2024. 2025 is where trophy going to win. Because the first one going to be... Is Carabao Cup going to play before the end of the year? Maybe. I don't remember about Carabao Cup. But like I said, people, big up on yourself and you don't know the boy Yardman there. Sorry, this video meant to drop a day and a half ago when we hear the announcement of Mikel Marino. But for some reason, it's not. It just saying preparing. And I delete it. I try it back again. I just say no. Let's do a brand new video again and see if that video was corrupt or something. So that's what I'm doing. So people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. People, Ronaldo get 17 million subscriber in one day. All I'm asking for is 20,000 subscriber, people. That's all I'm asking for. We're nowhere close, people. We're not even 5K subscriber yet, people. So if you don't like what Yardman I do, all I'm asking you, big up on yourself and just the subscribe button, please and thank you. Hit the subscribe button, leave your comment, tell me what you think. Do you believe that Darwin Nunes will come to Arsenal before the transfer window close? Please, I guess not. I think that one will not happen. I'm billion% sure it will not happen. But the Nico Williams is more likely can happen because he got a contract, what's it called? He's got trigger that release clause. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking. He got a release clause, and I think it's £50 million or 50 million euro. His release clauses with Atletico Bilbao. So people, that's where we is now with the club. You know, we're gonna be dropping another video before game day Saturday. We're playing Brighton at the Emirates Stadium. We know Brighton is on 6 points like us. But we just need to clip them wing, throw them in the sea and drown them because them not good like we. So we are Brighton, not going to take anything for granted. We're going to go there and we're going to play our best, stifle them and try to get that 3 points, try to get a clean sheet, try to see if Saka can score because, you know, that's my dog. Big up to Saka every time. You don't know, big up yourself, youth. But yes, people, big up on yourself. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. You don't know where they are. Do the thing. Over and out.